Alright, good evening watchers, and welcome to Film Review tonight. And tonight we're watching the first Matrix film. So welcome to the Matrix. The first one, Inglorious Hate 4K. The movie's great. It's a bit... Right, so this is a film I've seen it on VHS actually. I've seen it on VHS. The first time I watched it was on VHS. So it's a 1999 science fiction action film, written and directed by the Wachowskis. Starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Anna Moss, she's gorgeous by the way, Hugo Weaving, and Drew Pantaleo. Released by Warner Brothers. Distributed by Warner Brothers. Running time 136 minutes. Budget of 63 million, and it made 467.2 million. So it did very good at the box office. So the plot. Let's get to the plot, not the full plot. An abandoned hotel, police squad corners Trinity, who overpowers them with superhuman abilities. She flees, pursued by the police and a group of suited agents capable of similar superhuman feats. She answers a ringing public telephone and vanishes. Computer programmer Thomas Anderson, known as by his hacking alias Neo, is puzzled by repeated online encounters with the Matrix. The Matrix. Trinity contacts him and tells him a man named Morpheus has the answer Neo needs. Morpheus has the answer Neo seeks. A team of agents and police led by Agent Smith arrives at Neo's workplace in search of him. Though Morpheus attempts to guide Neo to safety, Neo surrenders rather than risk a dangerous escape. I don't really blame him because it's pretty high up. He's like this, really high up, and he drops his phone and everything. So I'm sitting there going, Jesus Christ. The agents offer to erase Neo's criminal record in exchange for his help relocating Morpheus, who claims is a terrorist. When Morpheus escapes, when Neo refuses to cooperate, they fuse his mouth shut, pin him down, and implant a robotic bug in his stomach. Neo wakes up when he believes to be a nightmare. Soon after, Neo taken by Trinity to meet Morpheus and removes the bug from Neo. Morpheus offers Neo a choice between two pills, taking the red pill which will reveal the truth about the Matrix or the Blue, which will make Neo forget everything and return him to former life. Neo takes a red pill and his reality begins to distort, awaken in a liquid-filled pod, along with countless other pods containing other humans. He is then brought above Morpheus' flying ship, the Nebuchadnezzar, as Neo recuperates from a lifetime of physical inactivity in a pod. Morpheus explains the situation. In the early 20th century, a war broke out between humans and intelligent machines. After the humans blocked the machines' access to solar energy, the machines responded by enslaving mankind and harvesting their bioelectric power while keeping their minds specified in the Matrix. A shared simulated reality modelled on the world that it was in 1999. The years following, the remaining 3 humans take refuge in the underground city of Zion. Morpheus and his crew are a group of rebels who hack into the Matrix to unplug enslaved humans and recruit them. Their understanding of the Matrix simulated allows them to bend its physical laws. Morpheus warns Neo that death within the Matrix kills the physical body and explains the agents are sentient programs that eliminate threats to the system, while the machines called sentients eliminate rebels in the real world. Neo's prowess during virtual training cements Morpheus' belief that Neo is the one, a human Protheus to free humankind. The group enter the Matrix to visit the Oracle, prophet-like program who predict that the one would emerge. She replies Neo that she is not the one. She replies to Neo that he is not the one and warns that he have to choose between Morpheus' life and his own. Before they can leave the Matrix, agents and the police ambush the group, tipped off by Cypher, a disgruntled crew member who has betrayed Morpheus in exchange for a deal to be plugged back to the Matrix to live a comfortable life. I won't read the whole lot, it's a lot to read. So anyway, I've seen this film years ago and it's a fantastic. Cypher, of course, he's a bit of a sleazeball. He seems nice to go out first, but then he has his own agenda. He wants to enter back into the Matrix, take the blue pill. Because he took the red pill, and of course he regrets it. Telling Neo about it, and of course, I like Trinity. I think she's an absolutely gorgeous woman. I was watching the behind the scenes of her, and it's just she's just gorgeous, beautiful woman. So anyway, the Agent Smith is that, of course, because when there's a part of the film where Morpheus is taken and interrogated by the agents. Of course, they have to go after save him. I like that part where they was back to freaking unplug him, kill him. Because the other characters who are portrayed by Cypher, they're not dead because if you unplug someone while they're still in the Matrix, they die, and that's what it does to them. He's a great character. I liked him in The Goonies. It's great in that. But yeah, he's such a betrayer. And he betrays his friends. This film is fantastic, especially the scene where they were hiding and that thing, and then the police the thing is sneezes, right? Cypher sneezes, and next minute one of the agents goes into the policeman, and then of course, and that's how Fingers captured when he has a fight with Agent Smith, Morpheus, and he gets captured and interrogated, and of course they have to go after, and then that big freaking fight scene, shootout scene, and with all those coppers and stuff. It's fantastic. That scene was still great. You watch it, you think this film still looks fantastic. It does. I'm sitting there going, I've watched it on 4K and it still looks great. And you appreciate this film more after when you watch the behind the scenes, the special features. It's fantastic the way they did it. And yeah. And what can I say about Keanu Reeves in this? Fantastic. I heard that Will Smith was going to be in. There's an interesting connection between this and the second one, because in the second one, his wife's in the second one, so you think that's interesting. So one of the Smiths are in the freaking movie. So yeah, but really enjoyed this movie. I just think you couldn't have this without I just think Keanu Reeves is great in this. You know, it's fantastic. Especially when they're rescuing Morpheus in that helicopter and they drop down. First of all, before that scene occurs, the scene where he actually uses bullet time the first time, and then Thing is saying like, "How the hell did you do that?" She looked quite, and that scene was fantastic. Still, it's iconic, that scene is when you watch it. You think so iconic. It was iconic when it first came on, when it occurred, when you first saw it on TV. You think, oh my god, because you've never seen it before. Even now you watch it, you think it's such a great freaking scene. It looks so iconic now when you see it. Bullet time. Like I said, there's so many great scenes. The scene where the agents who go after Neo, and of course, they're going after the group one. And no, what happens? The helicopter crashes, right? They're on the helicopter. They save Morpheus, and the helicopter crashes, of course. But then later on in the film, when they end up at the train station, one of the other characters turns into the homeless guy turns into like Agent Smith, of course. Then there's a fight between Keanu Reeves' character and Agent Smith, and that's such a fantastic scene. I'm sitting there going, this still looks great. This film still, the film looks fantastic. The fight scene's great, and he was like, you know what, I'm not going back. I'm going to fight right now. And then, of course, he ends up beating him, or just about beating Agent Smith, just about when the train hits him. But then he comes back when he comes out the train, and he thinks, "Oh, I've had enough." Then he realizes, you know what, I ain't gonna beat this guy like this. The fact that the Sentinels, the ones that those flying things, they end up freaking trying to get through the what do you call that flying thing, what they got. They end up getting through, of course, and of course they have to press the button to freaking use the what is that electric thing, that electric charge thing. And yeah, that scene was great. I mean, you think yourself, oh shit, this is cutting it too close, fine for comfort, especially when freaking Thing is getting chased by the agents and he gets shot, and it looks like he's dead, and then Finger tells him that you can't be dead. Trinity's telling him, Neo, I keep saying Neo, that he can't be dead, and that scene was so good. And he pays back that favour later on in the second one, which I think is fantastic. And of course, it's run away. Yeah, the last part was fantastic. It's almost like calling it a bit close, and that Finger dying and coming back, kind of getting reborn in this film actually. And then I like the part where he jumps into freaking Agent Smith and it explodes. I think that's fantastic. And that's when, and that's somehow he affects him on that. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because he looks dead. Agent Smith looks dead, and he pops up later on in the film. Somehow that affects him when he jumps into the whatever. Yeah, so that's such a cool finale, especially the flying sequence. I think is fantastic. It starts flying, very cool. So yeah, this film has got some amazing scenes. The Oracle, of course. The what's that woman? The woman who played her. Yeah, she died in. She was in the second one, and then she died when they did the third one. She was like diabetic or something, but she does a great job as this very special human. It's special, not human. She's part of the Matrix. She's very special or something. So yeah, but yeah, she's great in this. She's really good. Very kind, but something very something about her that's special. They seem to know about. Very special person in the Matrix. I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I've seen this film quite a lot of times now, but I watched it on VHS years ago, and it's still a great movie. So yeah, great movie. A lot of things to say about. I love the atmosphere too when it's raining. That looks great. I love the rain and stuff coming down and stuff. It's just fantastic. The film's got some great scenes in it. It just looks great on 4K too. I think the screwed up scene has got to be the scene where Finger Cypher kills out all some of the people and takes the thing out, and they it's like they can't do nothing about it. They're gonna die and that's it, and they know that. But yeah, really solid movie. They did a great job of this film. They did a film called Bound. Have you seen a film called Bound? They did that before they did The Matrix. Yeah, that film was that film was quite interesting. That one, Bound. But yeah, good film. This is a solid film. So yeah, it's quite an expensive movie, but yeah, you can see with the way it looks, it's fantastic, especially the helicopter with the freaking shooting that freaking big gun at that grappling gun from the helicopter. The scene still looks great. I do like the interrogation scene. There's a lot of, like I said, there's so much in this film, like the training fight scene between Morpheus and Neo, and he does that certain Bruce Lee scene, so I just think that's fantastic. But yeah, that fight scene was fantastic. Awesome movie. So what I didn't like about the movie, I can't think of anything I disliked about this movie. The music's just perfect and the film itself is perfect. So yeah, okay, I won't say what I disliked about it. I can't think of anything. What I liked about it, great characters, great performances, great action, great special effects, great music, and Trinity looks great. Trinity looks great. So yeah. So the rating I'm going to give the first Matrix film is a 1 out of 5. Not really. 5 out of 5. Well, that's 10. If I could give it a 10, I would, but I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for fantastic. 5 times. So we got great special effects, great action, great characters, great performances, and Trinity at the same time. So yeah. So people, I'm going to go off now for a bit. I'm going to find something to do. Remember to subscribe to Richard Beauty Prime. Welcome to the Matrix, and enjoy my review of the Matrix. And remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment if you want to leave a comment. If not, then just leave me alone. And thank you for watching.